Good evening. A question for Michele. Very briefly, how would you describe Italy's World Cup? At this point, I struggle to assess our World Cup. I would say 5.5 out of 10. We had set ourselves ambitious goals. We did our work. We managed to put ourselves into the position we wanted to be in, and then, unfortunately, especially in the first game, we didn't reach our goals. So if you want me to use a word to describe it, I can't think of anything right now. Juste une... So your pathway to this World Cup was known for 2 years or even more. So I understand that carrying out an analysis now would be difficult, but but we knew what the opposing teams would be. We knew who they were, and we talked about the expectations and the possibilities, and then there was a vertical drop-off. Can you give a reason for that? The reason is quite simple, because in rugby, when you're struggling to play your basic game, that's what happens. I know that we'd like to wave a magic wand, but there is no such thing in this game. If we win the physical fight, we carry on playing. Otherwise, we lose the game. And against the All Blacks, we'd prepared the game. The preparation was excellent, but from the psychological point of view, surely we were thinking about the result and not about the performance. And after the third try, we really lost the physical fight. And the physical fight is the basis of this sport. Without the physical fight, you can play with ball in hand, you can kick, but you won't reach your goals. And today against France, well, how many tries did they score? 8? And it was the 10th phase, more or less. So with the forwards, they were very powerful, and they scored their tries. So to stop their attacks, we need an extra man or 2 extra men. It's as simple as that. I don't know what you expect as an answer, but it's quite simple. You're sucked in by the opposing forwards, and these wide spaces will open up. The sport is simple. Unfortunately, we were not ready, and therefore we lost the last 2 games, unfortunately. It's hard. It's difficult. It's very difficult it's hard to accept. All the more so for us. Of Ange Capozzo. Could we know why he came off in the first half? Was it a concussion protocol, and why didn't he come back? Michele, your analysis, your assessment was very hard, was very cutting. You said, I don't know what you expect, and maybe there was too much expectation, maybe created by people far away from the Six Nation victories from Twickenham or whatever. Maybe there was excessive pressure on this team beyond the real possibilities. But honestly, within the group, we set our goals, we concentrated on our performances, and of course everyone reads the articles and what's written outside, but we leave that outside. So I don't think these expectations had an influence on the group. And outside, I can't share my opinion about that. All I know is that we need to work on the small details in order to be competitive, because the difference between the Six Nations and the others games and these two World Cup games is that when the games start to be hard and the ones that count, then this also affects our opponents psychologically. So we created some respect. We won that respect, and now we are faced with it. It's coming back to bite us. So it's an even further progress we've made compared to previously, and that's why in several games we played well on the field because we'd been underestimated. Maybe Wales towards the end with a penalty 3 minutes from the end. Well, there would be no sense in playing for a try. These are small things that make a difference in a game. And in one sense, it's a reason to be proud, but the flip side of that is that we have to be readier to know that we have to play right until the end, and we'll do everything. We did this, but on the other side of that, we need to evolve, we need to progress, we need to be more precise, more physical, and we need to be prepared psychologically. These are all factors that we need to work on and then develop.